look down. You're talking to your highness. Can't see me as the reason for your blindness. I tried this, but I'm too classy for your lions. Got my double cups up.
Hey guys, it's Blaze. And for the past week or so, maybe a little less than a week, I have been on my social medias on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Snapchat, asking you guys to ask me whatever you want or any topics you would like me to discuss for an upcoming Q&A. Get ready with me, which is what I am doing now, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail of this video. I love just doing sit down, relaxing, not very stressful videos, you know, or videos that take a hell of a lot of work. So I just want to answer your guys' questions while doing my makeup. So let's do that. Also, face update. I'm going to be doing sometime in the next, I don't know, month or so, a acne skin update video and what I've been doing. There are currently no active acne spots on my face. Don't want to jinx it. These are all scarring, which I'm waiting for something in the mail for that, and you'll see that in that video. And I see in all my videos up here, it looks like there's a spot. It's just the lighting. There's nothing there. It pisses me off. Let's start. I already moisturized my face. I'm going to use the Grwm & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream to prime my face. And let's get to the questions. I did not read all of the questions. I just screenshotted as they came in, except for one I did read fully because it caught my attention and I thought there was something I could immediately do about that. You'll see what I mean. So right off the bat, how are you doing with your mental health? Hugs. Thank you. Hugs back. Okay. There are a lot of positives with my mental health lately and a couple of not so great ones, and that is okay. As I always tell everybody who comes to me for advice, it's okay to not be okay. As long as you're on the track to getting better to being okay, like you're putting in the effort and trying to go back to being okay, don't be discouraged if it's like, oh my god, I'm doing so much better, and then there's one little incident and you're like, well, that was for nothing. No, it's not for nothing. You're gonna have setbacks. Same thing could be said for addicts. You know, they can become clean and then they relapse once and then they just feel discouraged. No, it's okay. That doesn't mean anything. Shut up. So I'm not going to go very specifically because there are some, even though I'm very open about my mental health on social media and I'm not ashamed of it at all, there are just a couple things I would like to keep private, like certain events or anything that I'd like to keep private. But on September 29th, okay, if you are new here or you just do not know, I have a lot of disorders. I'm okay. Well, the worst problem I've been having to deal with the past 2 years is my agoraphobia, and that is the fear of leaving your house, or I'm sorry, phobia, because people don't understand there is a difference between fear and phobia. They are two different things. Because like people can have like a fear of swimming in non-shallow water, but then if they have a phobia of getting in the pool, they're not going to get in that pool. They'd rather die than get in that pool. So yeah. So I haven't really left the house to go to a public place in December. It'll be 2 years. Using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation in Porcelain and using the Silly Dip sponge from Shop Miss A. Don't forget I'm an affiliate with Shop Miss A, so use my link below every time you go shopping, especially this time of year because I need the money to help pay for Christmas gifts and such. Okay, so that's been the main problem that I've been dealing with for the past 2 years. And on September 29th at night, it was like 9:30 at night. I don't know what happened, but I all of a sudden just got really angry at my phobia. I mean, I always get angry at my phobias. But I just got into the mood where I went to my mother and I was like, I want you to drive me around the block. which means getting into a car and leaving my house. And she was like, all right, sweet, let's do it. So originally we were just gonna go once around the block, and then we went again, and then I told her to drive me to the pumpkin patch, which is about 2 to 3 minutes away. And so we just kept going, and then I said, drive me to the mall parking lot. So we just kept going. I kept going, and we were all in shock, and my mother and I were just, I have this all on video because I just wanted to keep it for memory's sake, and to show my future self, hey, if you ever feel like you can't do this, remember, you done did this. So I had very little anxiety, and I am super proud of myself. That is a huge step. My therapist was very proud of me. So yes, therapy is going great. I'm extremely happy with my therapist. I've never been this happy with a therapist before. She's amazing. She understands me. We have a lot in common. She happens to be a witch as well, which is awesome. But yeah, so mentally, I'm having a lot of progress in areas, and then once in a while, like yesterday morning, I had a major panic attack. And yeah, for a few minutes it feels like, well, what was all this progress for if it's just gonna go back? It's not. You have to understand, it's not gonna completely go away. You're gonna have setbacks, and that is 100% okay. There is nothing wrong with that. You know, look at it, it's taking 2 steps forwards and 1 step back, so take 2 more steps forward afterwards. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Don't get discouraged. Don't let that part of your brain, the phobia part of your brain, tell you that. As my bracelet says, that my mom purchased me last Christmas, because she's been saying this to me since I was a child, your anxiety is lying to you. So don't listen to the anxiety part of your brain. I know it's louder than the rational part of your brain, but try your hardest to outfight it, okay? I'm gonna conceal with the Instant Age Rewind in 095 Cool Ivory. Okay, next question. Girl, what? What do you think about the election? Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, I think we can all agree, no matter what side you voted for, and if you don't vote, whatever, this has just been, like, insanity. Like, this is, like, something we've never seen before. It's crazy. And I just want it to be done. I don't know, I guess. Okay. So, a lot of people wanted to know who I voted for. Did I vote? Yes, of course I voted. I do not, and it is my right, want to publicly on my social medias say who I voted for, even though it is pretty obvious who I voted for, or at least who I didn't vote for. A lot of you who know me personally do know who I voted for, because like on my personal Facebook, I am very vocal about it. This election was extremely important, one of the most important elections, if not the most important election since I've been born. So I absolutely had to vote. It's insanity. It's nerve-wracking. Everybody's still having, because it's like, there's a few states who still haven't finished freaking counting. Those poor people. A lot of those people are volunteers. They're not even getting paid for this. And the ones that are getting paid minimum wage. Can you imagine? God has blessed those people, man. They are the real MVPs in this whole election. The whole thing has just been stressful. It's been anxiety inducing. It's been angry because there's very serious words being thrown around and actions being done and lies being told, and it's just like I agree with some people and I disagree with the others. I don't care who you voted for. If you didn't vote, if you're a good person, that's all that matters to me. That's it. And if as long as you agree that, you know, people should have certain rights, you know, that is basic human rights, then I'm all good for you.
You're running for president of the United States. You know, we had one of those a while back.
Who won?
I am baking with the Juno & Co. Blur makeup setting powder. I'm sorry, I am so tired. It's been a really long day. but that's what I'm baking for. I'm also an affiliate with Juno & Co. So if you use code BLAIZE, B-L-A-I-Z-E, you get 10% off your purchase, or just click my link down below. It'll automatically put my code in there. So next question, Family Guy or South Park? Good luck. I'm gonna go do my eyebrows and then I will come back with my answer to that question. Okay, I did my brows with the AOA Studio Slim Brow Pencil in dark brown. It is the only thing I use to do on my brows now because they're just amazing. Not my brows because I suck, but the product. So, Family Guy or South Park? For me, that's easy and not easy, but it's easy because, okay, South Park, obviously. But there are reasons, okay? Trey and Matt are much more to me than just South Park. If you guys do not know, they have done a bunch of other things, including things before they did South Park. One of my favorite movies in the entire world that I can recite word for word because it's one of my go-to comfort movies is called Cannibal the Musical. If you have not watched it, please freaking do. If you can find it. I have the DVD. I think I paid like 99 cents on Amazon for it. It was on YouTube for a while. It still might be, I don't know. But anyway, that was actually a college project that Trey did when he and Matt had just met and started working together. So that's why he's in there as well. They've done several movies together before South Park, during South Park. They have a Broadway play, an amazing award-winning Broadway play. They've just done so much more than South Park. Behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, and the way that they are able to do South Park, they do those episodes by week. Like, they write the episodes, they do the voicing, the everything, the editing, everything is done in a week. If you didn't watch I forget the name of the documentary, I'll put it right here. Go watch it because you will have so much more respect for what Trey and Matt do, especially Trey, Jesus Christ. But the way they're able to do all of that in the span of 6 days, 7 days at most, is insane. Family Guy does like a year before, they film like a year beforehand and get everything done the year prior. South Park don't do that shit. For instance, you might know this because it was widely talked about even on like real like huge news medias. Trey and Matt had actually, because they usually, this year they haven't. I don't know why there hasn't been a season for this year of South Park. It's pissing me off. But the day after Election Day, every year they've done an episode that has to do with the election and who won. In 2016, when everybody was pretty much convinced Hillary was going to win, they had already, that day, the day of election, filmed that episode where Hillary won, which was called The Very First Gentleman, or The First Gentleman, because it was going to be Bill Clinton. They wrote a whole episode and it was like, they got the okay to go, and then Trump won and they were like, well, shit. And they did all of that in 24 hours. How? That's a kind of witchcraft I'll never be able to pull off. Love Family Guy so much, but South Park is, for me, way, way better. So, sorry that was such a long, all my answers are going to be long because you guys know I can't shut up. So, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in translucent to set the rest of my face. So, let's go on to the next one. What's on your Christmas wish list? Okay, well, not that I'm asking, but I know a lot of YouTubers list their Amazon wish list in their descriptions. So I was like, screw it, I'll do that too. But I made sure that I do not publicly ask on my wish list anything pricey or expensive like they do. They do for like hundreds of dollars. I know that my subscribers cannot afford that. I can't afford that, and I would never ask them to spend that kind of money on me. Are you crazy? No. So I'll just name a few things that I've asked for Christmas this year. I know money is extremely tight in my family, so I'm not expecting a lot. They're not getting a lot from me. For us, it's much more about the traditions and what we do and spending time with family that we want. But if you're asking for materialistic things, I do want to get a headboard, specifically a black cushioned headboard. I miss my headboard, but the leopard print, I'm kind of over having that. I kind of just want it to be plain black. Yeah, so there's that. There's a few glitter gels that I've been wanting to play with for so long on this website. I can't remember the name. Again, I will put that in here, that I asked for. They're pretty inexpensive and I really want to play with them and test them out. There's those what are they called? Oh my god, I just have a total vibro fog right now. The lifter lip glosses or whatever from Maybelline. There's one in the shade Ice and one other one I can't remember, that I really want to try. You guys know I love gloss and I hear that those glosses are really nice and pretty, so those are on my wish list. There's a book on Anne Boleyn that is on my wish list, but I believe I can get that as an audiobook, and I would really rather have the audiobook because I do have a learning disability, so it is easier for me to learn that way. I need visual and hearing to see for it to process. It's horrible, but I just use the She eye primer. I'm not a huge She makeup fan. They're not the best, but this is the only one I have at the moment. Where the hell's my shadow palette? Just spent about 25 minutes looking for my shadow palette when I was sitting on it the entire time. Well, at least I kept it nice and warm. I'm not entirely sure what look I'm going for yet, but I decided, I don't know why, I want to use the Riviera palette by Anastasia. So that's what we're using. So I can't really even think right now what else is on my wish list. Oh, I put a bath pillow, since you guys know I love taking my baths. I love relaxing in there, but it's just sometimes it makes my head hurt, so I really want to get a pillow so that'll be more comfortable while I take my baths. So that's on there. I need new liquid liner, so that's on there. What else? Oh, I want an aura treated crystal tower. If you don't know what that looks like, I'll show you there. I don't know which crystal I want to go for, either quartz or amethyst, but I want it to be aura treated. I know a lot of people in the community of like witches are like turned a little bit off by aura treated because they're like, now it just looks it's manufactured and too fake. I think it looks beautiful. So I think raw stones are beautiful. I think treated stones are beautiful. So yeah, that's just a few things that's on my wish list. A wish list is not like a demand list. Like I demand that you get me this for Christmas. No. Or Yule or Hanukkah, because I celebrate all three. So next question, New Year's resolutions or too soon? No, it's not too soon. I'm going to talk about the New Year's resolutions that I made last year because I did film that last year. I had another one that I forgot to mention, but I did fulfill a couple, so that is really cool. I don't really like making quote-unquote New Year's resolutions. I wouldn't call them resolutions because that just puts too much pressure on you if it doesn't happen, because let's face it, most of the time it don't happen the way you want it to happen. But my New Year's resolutions, I guess we'll start out simple. They're more like New Year's goals or wishes, or hopes. I hope to, get better enough to actually go into a store or into a doctor's office, something like that, with it in 2021. I want to do more with photography and filming. I want to do, like, you guys saw, like, a little sneak peek of that with my Living Dead Girl, Edgar Allan Poe, Madeline Usher short. I want to do stuff like that, but make it better with better production and better editing software and stuff like that. I've been wanting to do that for, like, the longest time. And I'm still, like, so needing to do that. I'm like, oh, I have such a passion to do that. I actually didn't just take photography when I was in high school. I did win a photography award, and I actually worked because the alternative school I went to let you have like jobs that you would do in the school, and they would pay you $3.33 an hour, which was like boss in high school. I was like, yes. But I didn't work there just because of the money. I worked in the studio because I loved it. I love photography so much, and I miss it, and I just want to do more with photography and movie and video editing and just up my game a little. I want to start doing some more, making my channel a lot more eclectic, doing a lot more different stuff. If there's something specific you guys want to see me do, please comment it down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, because I want to make videos that I like, and I also want to make videos that you guys like at the same time. So, those are just a couple. I would like to lose some more weight. Technically, I did lose the 50 pounds that I wanted to for 2020, for the year 2020 that I said for 2019, but I gained a lot of that back because, well, COVID, and I have a binge eating disorder. So, okay, next question. Can you do a Shop Miss A holiday gift video or idea video? I love your Shop Miss A videos. Thank you. It is so crazy that somebody asked me that, because that is probably the first BLAIZE video I'm going to do, if not one of the first. I have been planning to do a Shop Miss A stocking stuffer idea video. What I would recommend would make perfect stocking stuffers from Shop Miss A, because they are hella affordable. They're $1 or $1 and change, and they make amazing stocking stuffers. Okay, what hair color are you gonna do next? I love the blonde on you. Thank you. I love being blonde. I love the blonde, and I hate it because when you have dark brown hair that's almost black, the upkeep is just, taking care of it is just such a pain in the ass, and making sure you're not damaging it and how often you have to do it. So I am doing a lot of things to make sure I am not damaging my hair, and I'm going through longer periods of time without touching my hair. Instead of bleaching my roots this time, I am going to just be doing with a light, like a really lightening hair dye, so it's less damaging. My hair got very damaged the last time I bleached and toned my hair, so I want to try to make sure that that doesn't happen again. So it's just hard upkeeping your hair when you have such dark hair and you're a blonde. These parts, as you can see, are the most damaged right here, which is why I put some coconut oil on them and some leave-in conditioner that I had. So I am trying to like take care of that. But the next hair color I plan to do is also on my Christmas wish list. I forget the name of the brand. I'm forgetting everything. Don't ask me things right now. My brain is fried. Why am I doing a Q&A when my brain is fried? I don't know. This is just the time I wanted to do it. I'm going to be doing, I really want to do silver. Like one of those ashy, smoky silvers, gray silvers. That's really what I want to do. I've been wanting to do that for years and never have. I want to keep the blonde, this blonde, for a while, and then maybe in the next 3 or 4 months I want to do silver really, really bad. Oh, I just love the way it looks, and it's just so pretty, and I want to try it, see how it looks. Okay, where was I? Oh, what is your go-to stone / crystal? You guys actually talk to me and private message me a lot, like, I'm having this problem, what stone would be best for this, or what stone do you think would fit me? First of all, I'm not the one to say what would fit you. It has to speak to you. The energy has to come off of it to you, okay? I can't pick just one, because it really does depend on the reason it is my go-to. So I am going to, I originally was going to pick 5, but I'll put it down to 3. So I'm going to say any kind of moonstone. Moonstone, I'm very effective with moonstone. It works wonders for me. Doesn't matter what kind. It's just moonstone itself. Love it. Black tourmaline is wonderful. I have a black tourmaline worry stone for my anxiety and mood swings and depression and stuff like that, and stress, I actually keep it right here with me at all times. Black tourmaline is extremely effective, and a great stone that I would recommend if you do have problems with anxiety or panic attacks or stress or anger management, stuff like that, mood swings, bipolar disorder like me, manic episodes. It's wonderful. And then I guess if I had to pick just one more, it would be amethyst. Amethyst is not only just gorgeous, it is highly effective for me. How do you cope with anxiety? Any tips? Again, another thing that I get from you guys a lot, which thank you. It actually makes me feel really nice that you guys trust me with that kind of thing. If you are new here or you just do not know, for some reason, how can you not know? I have acute anxiety disorder and panic disorder with the bipolar disorder. So that gives you panic attacks as well. So I've had it since I was 7, well, the anxiety and panic disorder since I was 7 years old. It started peaking when I was 8, but technically I was still 7. I'm going to be using the bronzer and the blush from the Margarita palette from Juno & Co. To do this. So, okay, this was the one question that I spoke about when I first started that I really read through because that it caught my attention, the word anxiety. It caught my attention because this morning, well, it started last night into the early morning, I had a massive panic attack that lasted 6 or 7 hours, which is like nothing for me. Usually mine lasts a whole lot longer than that. So this is an interesting question, and I hope I'm going to answer this okay enough for you. And if the person who asked this, you need more clarification, you want to talk more about it, or if any of you guys want to talk to me about it personally, you can always message me on any of my social medias. I'm always here to talk with you guys about that kind of stuff. How to cope with anxiety itself. How I personally cope with my anxiety is distraction. It's just, I am in therapy, so that is helpful. There is no shame in going to therapy. We really need to get the stigma off of mental health, and it's just like the 1950s way of thinking. Oh, this person has depression, they're insane, lock them up. That's the way it was, and that's not the way it should be anymore. And like, I hated how, like, Kanye West, like how his stupidness for running for president, how his wife Kim was like, don't take him seriously, he has bipolar disorder. Like, bitch, okay, first of all, if he has bipolar disorder, that's fine. I think we all kind of knew that. But why are you gonna, it makes it sound like, okay, everybody with bipolar disorder is just insane. No. First of all, Kim, you vapid piece of plastic. There are many different types of bipolar disorders. It's not just one thing. I know a lot of people think, oh, it just means you're happy and then you're sad. No. Okay? No. There are several types of bipolar disorder, and I don't think you can blame his bipolar disorder on this. I think you could just say he's a dumbass and an asshat. This is Kanye. This is what he's always done. He's just a dumbass. Does he have mental health problems? Yes, but that doesn't mean that makes him act the way he does. He's just an asshole. I'm sorry. If you like Kanye West, like Kanye West. I don't care. I'm just saying, don't blame his idiocracy on bipolar disorder. Okay, I'm getting off track. So, I can say with anxiety disorders, seek help. You know, therapy if you just want to talk, or a psychiatrist if you are that worried and you want, okay, I have both. I have a psychiatrist who I speak to once a month for meds, who puts me on medication, because that's what a psychiatrist does. And the psychologist, the therapist, is the one that does the talking and gives you exercises to do and like techniques to do and all that good stuff. So I have both, and I love both of them. My psychiatrist, insanely intelligent and able to read me like a book. The first time I had my first session with her, she did not see me. It was a phone call, and she was like, okay, Blaze, what I'm going to need you to do is take a few deep breaths and calm down. I didn't even have my anxiety voice going. She just knew I was having a panic attack. So, because when I have anxiety or I'm having a panic attack, I am there are two types of people. They're very animated, like myself, or they're very introverted, like my sister and my mother, who you would not know they were having a panic attack or anxiety because they keep it internally. Okay, I don't want to go into that. I'm trying to tell you how to help it. Talk to somebody who can help you through it. Talk to yourself and write down things that you think might be contributing to it. Even if it's things like you haven't even thought about in a while. A lot of it is subconsciously. It's like in the back of your head and you're like, I wasn't even thinking about that, but in the back of your brain, you were thinking about it. For highlight, I'm taking the AOA Studio Perfect Pressed Highlighter in Eris. Okay, so for panic attacks, see, I'm like the best and the worst person to come to with this, and everybody decides that I am the best, and I'm the best because I know what helps other people, but I can't do that for myself. But I will tell you what has been helping a lot for me besides therapy and medication, because yes, I am on medication for my anxiety disorder and my panic disorder and my bipolar disorder. So I am on pharmaceuticals for that. I am not saying, I want to make this clear, I am not saying go on medication. I am not fit to say that, and I am not one to make that decision for you or a doctor that says you need it, okay? I'm saying what works for me when it comes to that. I'm not going to name my medications. That's kind of a personal thing, but they are helping tremendously. That's all I will say. For me, pharmaceuticals, a lot of the times, but not all the times, are very helpful when it comes to certain problems I am having. But for panic attacks, okay, so this morning, what I was doing is grounding techniques. Basically, you get into a very comfortable position where you can have both of your feet planted on the ground and you meditate for a little while, and you self-talk to yourself, knowing you listen to maybe something soothing, ASMR, like rain or fireplace. Fireplace and thunderstorms are my thing. Or just, you don't have to listen to anything. You could just self-talk, and having your feet on the ground is like you are part of the earth. You are here, you are in the now. Because I also have PTSD, which, makes my anxiety and my panic attacks worse. I have PTSD attacks. So it makes you kind of centered. It's like, okay, you are here, you are the one in control. Putting a piece of ice on your neck if you are having some kind of PTSD attack and you do not know, because a PTSD attack, at least for me and a few other people, when you're having it, you do not know where you are for a couple minutes or a couple seconds. You are back to where that trauma occurred, and you can't really hear much or anybody around you. It's just you're kind of stuck in that moment. So if that's happening, tell somebody who is around you, or just remember yourselves, a piece of ice on the back of the neck will shock your brain and make your brain go, oh, and it'll bring you back into the now. But that's good even if you don't have PTSD. It's just kind of just like, hey, wake the hell up, you're fine. That's another technique. One of the techniques I found most helpful that I did do this morning, first of all, distraction. Keep moving. Staying still while you're having a panic attack is probably the worst thing you can do, because it leaves you alone to your thoughts, your scary panicked thoughts, and you're not doing anything. So walk, even if it's just walking around your house, pacing back and forth in the hallway, move your body. It also will help, just get the adrenaline out of your body and the cortisol out of your body, and keep it more controlled. So I took down all the Halloween decorations. It made me so sad, but it did help with my panic attack. Also, I did this. Dex, hi, honey. I'm filming, Bubs. Bubs, that's the opposite way of where I'm trying to put you. Okay, sorry. It is called the dunking technique, that my therapist did teach me earlier this year. Basically, you get a big bowl of as cold water as you can get it. If you can, make it ice water. The colder, the better. You dunk your face into the bowl, hold your breath as long as you can, come on up, because what that does is slow down your heart rate, which will slow the panic down. And so you do that for between 3 to 10 minutes if you want, or you can, hi honey, you can spread it out to an hour, which is what I did. I did that about 25 times in an hour because it is extremely helpful and extremely effective, and it kind of does just go, oh wait, hi, and wake you up, and it does make you open up your lungs a lot and helps you breathe and less hyperventilation. So I would definitely recommend that. I did, because this was the question that popped into my head. I made sure when this was going on to film myself doing this, showing you how or what it is that I do. I have to pinch my nose because I'm one of those people who could not go swimming without holding my nose. Sorry, but that's the video that I'm inserting in this video, the little clip I'm inserting in this video. If you have any more questions that are like more specific to that, you're more than welcome to message me. I hope this was somewhat helpful. I can make a whole entire separate series of videos on different things like that. If that's something you guys want to see, I'll do that. But it's just, if that's something you're going through, I know how horrible it is. I know how horrible it is. Okay? I do. Very much know how horrible it is. Taking the Essence lip liner in Satin Mauve to line my lips. Last question. There is only one question. It's the most important of all questions. WTF does the fox say? I will find what the fox says and I will put it in right now. So I just Googled fox noises. Hi, Dexter. Can you not do that? That's like one of my favorite cardigans. That boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right.
I was gonna be a little bit more clever because one of my best friends' last name is Fox, and I was just gonna have him say something, but then I was like, he's just gonna be something smart ass. But then I was like, that would have been perfect for this video because my whole channel is smart ass, but whatever. So no, just Google the fox noise. That's what it says, okay? Taking the NYX lipstick in Summer Love. So those are all the questions that you guys sent me. Thank you guys so much for your questions. I am so excited to be doing BLAIZE. I have already written up lists and notes about what I want to do for BLAIZE that will be done for little to no money because, guys, it's not good right now for me financially. So love that. He just changed the setting on my fan. Why'd I say that as plural? Dexter, hey, do not eat my necklaces. I swear to I love you, Dexter. So that was all your questions, like I said, and that's it for this Get Ready With Me. I am ready to go and do absolutely nothing. I mean, I'll do like a couple TikToks and take some cute pictures, maybe. Cute pictures. I don't know, maybe that's it. By the way, you guys like my mermaid nails? They're so cute. Little tiny ones. It's such a cool change to like from long ones to just like shorter ones. That's what she said. Again, thank you guys so much for your questions. If you guys like these kinds of videos, or if you guys want more Q&As and Get Ready With Me's, let me know down in the comments. If you have anything to add or your opinions on anything that I mentioned, please make sure to go ahead, comment it down below. Remember not to freak out if you don't see your comment right away, because I do unfortunately have to approve all comments since my insane stalker from last April. Such a bitch. But I forgot to show you, this is the final look. I put on top of the lip stuff the iconic London lip plumper right here, which is like my favorite things ever. Okay, don't forget to go down below, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe to this channel right now and become a Blazer and a part of the Blaze Nation. We'd love to have you here as long as you're as wicked as we are. I love you guys so much, and my next video should probably be my first BLAIZE video. Yes, I've already done the intro and outro for BLAIZE, and this BLAIZE video is probably going to come out in November. So I will talk to you guys soon. Stay safe, stay healthy. Pandemic is getting real bad again. So please stay safe, wear your masks, do social distancing, don't be an idiot, okay? Be safe and save others as well. So, I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. And until next time, my beautiful ones, stay wicked.